Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it seems like the war is on, and the war of what? Not the war in Ukraine, which we already know is in Ukraine, and it's the United States plus the weasels against the evil Russians. The war of creating new clubs, new alternatives to the bloc led by the United States of America. And I'm talking about China with Russia. These are the main, how should I put them, suspects. And they will have to, and they are in the process of building a new bloc that would oppose and protect certain kind of countries from the beautiful goodness oozed from the United States of America and its allies. You know how those allies are. So in this case, we have Iran, bad country, China, definitely bad country, and Russia, the evil country, conducting some drills, naval drills, in the Gulf of Oman. Now, that's not good news because, not good news for some, good news for others. Not the good news because that's a challenging of the US's supremacy in the area. And I don't remember ever Iran, China, and Russia having military drills together, especially over there. It's a very sensitive area due to the transport route in the area, if you know what I mean. Everything what has to do with the Gulf states has to do with oil, basically, excluding Israel, obviously. For Israel, other reasons over there. So let's see first what this article said, and then we'll see where the Gulf of Oman is. So Associated Press, China, Russia, Iran hold joint naval drills in Gulf of Oman. So let's see where the Gulf of Oman is, which is, voila, right here. And that's not a good location for some people, if you know what I mean. Now, here is Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman. I think the Americans have here some military bases in this area, if I remember correctly. Where don't they? And Saudi Arabia seems to be jumping on both boats, which is the Russian boat and the American boat. And the Americans obviously don't like that. We have India here as well, and we have this dangerous area, dangerous route for, transport of goods. So let's go back to the article and see what details these guys can give us, right? Let's go to this beautiful article right here. So this article comes from March 15th, 2023. Naval forces from China, Iran, and Russia, countries at odds with the United States, are staging joint drills in the Gulf of Oman this week, China's defense ministry said Tuesday. Remember, these guys had some drills in Saudi Arabia, in South Africa, about 3 weeks ago or so. China, Saudi Arabia, Jesus Christ, South Africa, and Russia, and that was not good at all. And the Russians brought over there one of their newest ships, and that newest ship was transporting, I think, zircon. Was it zircon missiles? Hypersonic missiles. I think it was zircon. Hypersonic missiles, and that was not on the liking of the other club. So it's definitely these guys, Russia and China, are ramping up their, hey, who wants to join the club, obviously. They don't say it like that, but it's very clear what's going on. And again, the Americans have two options. One, to ignore it, as they did with Sino-Russian friendship that got better in the past, 15 years. There's nothing to see over there, and look what they got. So they could ignore this one, but I don't think they should be ignored. As I said, I've never seen these three guys doing what they're doing, where they're doing it. So let's read from the article. Other countries are also taking part in the Security Bond 2023 exercise, the ministry said, without giving details. Iran, Pakistan, Oman, and the United Arab Emirates all have coastline along the water body lying at the mouth of the strategic Persian Gulf. And I'm quoting, "This exercise will help deepen practical cooperation between the participating countries' navies and inject positive energy into regional peace and stability." Inject positive energy. Good vibe, positive vibe. All right, peace and stability. And I don't know, it depends how the big boss reacts. The ministry's statement said. U.S. National Security Council spokesperson, yeah, that's a good spokesperson, we don't know if he's a man or not, John Kirby, said Wednesday, by his behavior I don't think he qualifies, but anyway, said Wednesday that the White House was not concerned by the joint training exercise. That's good. Choose to ignore it. Okay, and it's going to grow. Kirby said the U.S. and other nations conduct training exercises all the time, and this won't be the first time that the Russian and Chinese have trained together. No. Hey, Kirby, don't be a weasel that we know you are. It is not Russia-China here. It is Russia-China, let me remind you, and Iran, and in the Golf of Oman. You missed these important things. It's true if you just pick what you like. This one, no, there's nothing to concern China, Russia. They did it all the time. But you see this thing? This is another big variable that now it seems to become a constant. So you don't like it. Because these guys, Iran, with all these two in this place, I think that's the first Kirk buy. But he isn't. Again, this is, and he seems to be like, oh, you know what? I'm actually, I'm very objective, and I think that countries should have, the right to do what we do. We're open, we are free, equality, international law, no problem. I think so. You mentioned 2 countries out of 3 at least, plus the location. What do you think? I think he did it purposely, not to scare other people, to say, hey, these guys are forming an alliance over there. Yep. And I'm quoting, "We're going to watch it. We'll monitor it, obviously, to make sure that there's no threat resulting from this training exercise to our national security interests or those of our allies and partners in the region," Kirby said on CNN. Wait a second. National security interest. All right, that means what? Oil? Yep, that means oil. It seems like. Yeah, national security. Okay, of those of our allies and partners. Okay, let's see the allies and partners here. Iran, no. United Arab Emirates doesn't seem to be your friends anymore. Saudi Arabia did not answer Biden's calls and it's really upset with you. India, not your ally. Maybe Pakistan, which yes it is, and maybe Oman. So you got 1, 2 out of what? If you consider India, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know what to talk about. Yemen is not your ally. Sudan, not your ally. Egypt is not your ally. Where do you want me to go? You want me to go to Israel? Basically, technically, the only thing. So you got in the area, you got Israel, and you got what? I don't know if you got Eritrea. You don't. Maybe right here, which is somewhere here. I think Somalia or something is around here. And then that's it. What do you got? Saudi Arabia is in between. United Arab Emirates in between. Oman, probably that's what you got. And Pakistan, these 2, and Israel. That's all you got. And probably here because they can't do anything to you. Or these ones. These are your allies because otherwise you want to bomb the shit out of them. That's how they're your allies. And Pakistan because it's corrupt and needs money from you. Israel for obvious reasons. I'm not going to go into it here right now, but I'm guessing you guys are, I understand the reason. So anyway, let's move on. Our allies and partners in the region. But nations train. We do it all the time. We watch it as best as we can. The exercise scheduled for Wednesday through Sunday come amid heightened tensions between the US and China over a range of issues, including, US with everybody else that doesn't follow its orders, basically. You can just, not US and China, US and everybody else. If you're not a vassal state or a weasel state, you are going to have problems with the boss. The self-ascribed and assigned boss, I might say, including China's refusal to criticize blah, 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 blah. Now, China has dispatched the guided missile destroyer Nanning to take part in the drills centered on search and rescue at sea and other non-combat mission. missions. China maintained its only foreign military base complete with a navy pier in the Horn of Africa country of Djibouti, located just across the Gulf of Oman, which is, we saw it right here somewhere, right here. Okay, so the three countries held similar drills last year, 2009 or 19. Okay, I didn't know they had it. Well, now I learned something. As I said before, I don't remember them having it. Underscoring China's growing military and potential links with blah, blah, blah. I don't know if they had the drills here or, yeah, probably similar. All right, probably here. Good for them. Last week, China hosted talks between Iran and Saudi Arabia, and China already said they're going to host a summit for the Gulf states, including Iran, and that's another blow for the big boss. So while the US and Saudi Arabia have long-standing military and political ties, relations have fried over the 2018 killing of US-based journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Then Saudi Arabia did not give a damn about the United States souring anything. They got so much money invest in the United States of America, and that if they did, if they take those assets and they say bye-bye, we're gonna be in a big crisis here, unless we bomb the, you know what I mean? And usually it gets to that point with these guys. Whenever these guys don't like something played by the rules, by the way, by the rules, they will start punching you in the face. It's like you have a conversation with someone and you have to have a dispute, a verbal dispute, and he doesn't like the outcome of that because he doesn't have the argument. So obviously his option or his vision is wrong, or at least not complete, and you have more information, you're going to try to punch in the face. What is that? So let's say tomorrow, let's say Saudi Arabia said, no, what? We're going to take care of what? 10% or something of, I can't remember, US, I don't want to say treasury bonds, not treasury bonds. They take their investments, take out the investments, and they will lose, but the United States will be done. I guarantee you will be in a big crisis. And it's not that it's going to be laying down and cry and all that, but with these leaders, definitely this country is going to take a dump. And yeah, they're going to be affected, but remember, those guys make their money through many other means, not only oil and this kind of investments. But hey, it's a complicated situation. The Americans, I don't remember if they still have military bases in Saudi Arabia. I hope they don't. But that's just Saudi Arabia. With Iran, we know how things go. These guys conduct these drills, 3 countries again. I don't think the United States should ignore it. They say, no, we don't ignore it. It happens all the time. Okay, well, next time it's going to be in the Gulf of Mexico with Cuba. It happens all the time. I'm guaranteeing you that will not be, it's all, we do it too, so they are entitled to. Do you think that's how it is? I mean, I would like it to be like that. I mean, if you think that, and you, as you profess that the international law and we are all equal and blah blah blah, tra la la, and then you do all kind of things all around the globe, and if someone does something close to you, oh my God, that's the end of the world. Well, that tells me you're not really for that, but we'll see. Nothing will come out of this. It's just for us and for them, the guy up there, to realize, and they did, that the club is forming, and that's a direct result and response to the other club. And it seems like these are not just evil as they portray them to be. I think very dissatisfied with how things are ran. And some people, some countries do not like to be told what to do. I don't think you like to be told what to do all the time with a threat of starving, or, families, starving, cannot find a job anymore. You're banned from here, you're banned from that, sanctioned from that. And if you keep talking, I'm going to punch you in the face. How would you like that? Obviously, you want to try someone else who might defend you from this kind of behavior. Well, that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.